Hello? Hello. Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Friday. No, wait. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you all are doing well. Welcome, welcome. Ah, I wasn't here yesterday, but I'm here today. Hope you all are doing well. Ah, hope your all weekends has been good so far. Yeah, your mine has been pretty good so far. It's true. Pretty good so far. Other than the usual sports and stuff that I do, we always do play more of a Battlefield beta that's out. Yeah, did lots of stuff. Oh, I'm excited for today though. I'm excited for today. Yep. Not hanging around for too long here. Yeah. Hey, there I am. Little delayed here. But yeah, hope you all are doing well. Hmm. I am doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you all are too. Hope you all are too. Hmm. But yeah, yeah, more Battlefield beta going on currently. They added one more map that haven't seen last week, and it's nice. It's a very different setting, being in New York of all places. Yeah, we're hoping for see even more bigger maps once the thing fully releases. So far, it's very small to medium scale maps only. Even the biggest one they have is definitely to the upper range of medium, but still not really a large map, I'd say, compared to like Battlefield 4 and also 5 and 1. But yeah, I haven't been playing that. Oh, new Phasmophobia update is out. For those who haven't seen, they have updated the thing again. They just recently did out of a new map. I mean, the lighthouse before that even, but what was the recent thing they added before the very recent update? You're right. The big Tonic update in June. Uh, or did it some other thing before where I just. Yeah, they did recently do some bigger updates, and now officially put out the big farmhouse rework. Oh, it's really nice. It's really nice map. We do have to play that. We have to play it sometime. Maybe seeing as I'm off work for the whole of next week, and but I'll be only really be busy on Thursday and Friday as far as I can see because of Gamescom happening, which I'll talk about at a different time for sure, especially after. Well, there's not too much about ahead of time, so I'll probably just tell you all how it was after I'm back on Friday. But yeah, definitely maybe we can stream that, but we don't have to. We'll see. I'll see. It's really cool. Very much fits there what they said they go with by having a, you know, the one farmhouse being the modern ish, but in use one versus the one they just updated the Grafton farmhouse being a very dilapidated, mostly. You can even see it on the screenshot where the other update having like a massive hole and other just basically just being age old and in complete disrepair. Really cool, really cool. Yeah. What else? What else? Other than that, yeah. Otherwise, I'm good. I'm good. You are too. Hope you all are too. So, I told you all, to those who have been here last Saturday, we finished Citizen Sleeper 2, with the first single-player game I play. I started, but I started with when I began streaming a while ago. Now, was I always don't want to say finally because I really loved it, especially towards the end. It was so good. For the old time, it was so good, so enjoyable. Ah, yeah, it was amazing. It was just amazing. But yeah, we finished it, and so I was like, okay, there's two games I have that I think about. I showed off a thing. Or wait, no, sorry. What am I even saying? Of course, Isn't Sleeper 2 wasn't the first game I ever streamed, single player game I ever streamed. That was Alan Wake 2, which I technically okay. So yeah, it's first single player game that's totally new that I haven't played before that I streamed. Because Alan Wake 2, I finished before. It's just that we played the basically the new game plus the full extended cut, so to say. Forgot its special name, but they gave the update that it brought that. But yeah, they're basically bad. And so I was like, hey, I have two games I want to play with y'all. One is well, right now at least to say. There's other things down the line, of course, that I have very much a high interest in doing, but not yet immediate. But yeah, I came to a conclusion that I even want to do a game I've heard a lot of good about, but I haven't played yet myself, in Stars and Time, which I am very interested in. Or going to a game I've already played before, but always is very replayable and want to show off to your people. And so I decided that I better do that one first because it's always a thing to basically play again and again and again. And obviously, we don't play it. There's obviously no entirely fully finishing it in a way that like a story game is one and done. There's so many routes to do, so many different things that you can play it. Just just do a new run every now and again. Basically, still find new things in it. Kind of almost like Hades in the storytelling aspect. No, just it's Hades, of course, just the game that keeps on giving in a different way. Very good one too. I want to can't wait for Hades 2, by the way. Can't wait for that one to be out in 1.0. I can't wait for it. Okay, back on topic. Today I'm gonna play, as you might already see by the category, I was a teacher Exocolonist. A game that I love and adore because I've been playing that thing ever since back in 2022. When it had come out, probably for a while already at that point, or at least a few months, I'd say, roughly. And yeah, I found it out about it. I was like, oh, yes, it's interesting. Looks cute. I want to have a nice story playing game, and I just really saw the very good reviews of it. I was like, yeah, let's play this lovely, cutesy looking game. Here. Let's get a good view of what I'm talking about. Just quickly find this. Is it sorted by I? Is it by T? Is it by sorted by Exocolonist? On Steam, you little. Where are you? Yeah. It's sorted by I. That made sense. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Yeah. Just 1 second. I'm finding it. I'm finding it. Don't you worry. Eh, eh, Almost there. Uh, uh. Oh, whatever. I'll look that up later. Okay. Right, where was I? Here. I want to show you. Should be working. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I just hate how much nothingness is in these threes, but yeah. I also learned about there's probably a thing going on. But yeah. There's a beta for the new page layout will be. I can't wait to see that one properly. Yeah. Very lovely game. It's like, oh, it's a very cutesy art style. Very lovely. Sure, it's cat mechanic, but it's not too overbearing. It can actually even be skipped entirely. It's a visual novel, great soundtrack, atmospheric, everything's I've already agreed to. And yeah, it's a dating sim, which I was like, oh yeah, sure. I always love me good dating sim every now and again. I really don't play too many of them, but I usually very nice. And you see, it's very lovely. The artist, basically all the people working. It's not a big. It's very much an indie game, the way an indie game can be. Only very small core dev team. Some hired artists on top of that. And yeah, it looks amazing. I've got several merch items of this already, and I wish to get more. Yeah, lovely cutesy thing. It's like, oh, looks so cute, oh, cute. And then I played, and holy shit, game got hands. You'll see what I mean with that very soon. Very, very soon. But yeah, it is a very lovely endearing game that I played so much. I have to check out on the Switch how much of the achievements I've got. Well, I played by Steam. I played a little bit on Steam itself. It's mostly just a thing I played on Switch, which is one of the things I love that console for. I was like, yeah, I want to play lovely story and indie games on that thing, and it's perfect machine for that. But yeah, thinking of so having talked about that, let me just get this ready here. You can play the thing. Let me just oh, that's the one button. I hit the thing. Where was it? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is lovely. Turns out deleting your user data also deletes the settings you've did. Lovely. Yep. Sorry. I just being distracted because I clicked the button to reset the game. Like, oops. Not what I meant with that. Not what I meant with that. Oopsie daisy. Let me show you this this. Yeah. Because of that, I will just reset this game to the way you would play it yourself if you first got to it. So let's get in it. Yeah. Soil and biscuit, it's time's over. Let's see. Get recorded, game. Get recorded. Yeah. There it is. All the colors are looking okay. I know I have an I know I use HDR. My main monitor this is on, so sometimes games really don't look good on it. But I think this looks good. Yeah, so it's about the same as HDR would look anyway. It's good. Yeah, you need to tell me. You need to tell me how the game is sounding. Oh, right now it's pretty quiet. I tell you that. So we'll see. We'll see. Just yeah, Constantly needs to be on. That is one of the best things you have. And set transparency like sure, yeah, it's about good. Yeah, no controls because we are gonna play this game the best way it can be played on a Switch One controller. Nothing has changed, and I love it all the more for it. Yeah. Okay, first and foremost, though, if you haven't seen it yet, I marked the stream with a few content classifications because this game has got hands. And to be honest with you all, I want to show you all this. Exocolonist is suitable for ages 30 and older. It does not contain excessive violence or explicit sex, but it does deal with mature topics which will be uncomfortable for some players. There are many ways to live your life in Vertumna, and like in real life, some choices to lead you to dark places. Oddly, content warnings for the game include the following. You have major character deaths. I won't tell you who, because that's honestly just no. There's children in peril or dying. Animal cruelty or death. Bodily harm and grossness. Yeah, it's just growing up in general, I'll be honest. But yep, implied sexual content, drugs and alcohol, violence in text. I know, very, very daunting for many people. But honestly, still, though, very good to have it. Mental health and trauma, domestic abuse, trauma global events, also known as the years, basically the last 10 years, honestly, at this point. But yeah, also known as the year, insert date of the last 10 years. I can go into any of these specifically, but I don't want to go too much into any of these. Just be aware of what this game entails. As I said, it's not hands. More ways than one can expect playing this cutesy, lovely game. But yeah, on a did don't this because I love this game. I want to show it to you all. Remember this starting screen we had of this lovely field? Remember it. Let's wake up. Hope you all can hear this like daunting background noise. Yes, warning, this game deals with mature subjects that may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings menu for detailed themes. We did. Oh, lovely. Fire. Wait to chaos, the fusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire. It is indeed that. Yeah, it is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got there. Or what on Vetumna is happening. That is true, I don't know. There's something important you need to remember. Stomach lurches on the floor as the floor tumbles beneath your feet and then collapses. Little help here? Body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears from the flames. It is your friend. Your friend? Wait, can't you remember her name? She's gesturing, shouting at you, but all you hear is a ring in your ears. Yeah, let's climb out first. Question lanes later. You try to stand up, but one of your legs falls uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws the arm on her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you can see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Rose season. Oh, Dodo! Look at lovely Dodo! Look at how cute! Oh, nice! You shake your head with television. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? Yeah, totally. Look. I mean, fan-shaped. Good. That's not fan-shaped. Creature holds it lunges. Its jaws open. Lovely. Not puppy. Not puppy. Very big. Very scary. Yeah, this is how we start. Engie puppy. Yeah, you didn't get pets, I'm afraid. Ah. But yeah, I hope this. Tell me all. I need to know how this sounds. Is the game too quiet, too loud? Tell me right now. Is the best time for it. But yeah. The one is stratospheric. Earth's first colony ship. Halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the solar system. Only 20 years. It sounds pretty advanced for me, if I were kind. Good. Hello. The parents run the hydroponic gardens which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Vatumna 4 in the hope they could escape Earth's troubles. Don't we all wish so, don't we all? They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they match their total traditions. They name you something else. I don't know what to name myself. What can we name ourselves? How about just a simple plain old Lucas? That sounds good, right? Let's solve that one for the first time around. Yay! A bright-eyed child, you're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Yeah. Yeah. I love how this is working. Ah, there it goes. Different slider. I can go from full she to him, which is like, yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool to do. And I always find myself somewhere in here in this range. It's really cool. I'll probably go with him. It's a good start out. I think it was the writer of his name, which I think was the writer. definitely more than enough people these days and said, "Oh my god, I made a progressive, I basically made a progressive blue hole person girl game. Oh my god." I love them all for it. But yeah, you can make it basically. We can. Where's the button? Yeah, I have it. Basically, make them where the they is singular, versus plural, which are like, oh, I didn't even know people do that. I haven't heard about that before. That's so cool. It's so cool. And yeah, late game appearance, not too important right now, but it'll just roughly go with like this thing here. Definitely fine. We can always just change it later. I'm aware. It's those, yeah, as I say, it can be changed at any time, which is like, yay! I love his game. Let's see, let's see. Have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. Wonder if this is what Retumna will be like. See a lovely, like, what's the term for it again? Birth? Isn't like basically like a, is it like an indent in the wall that's basically just mostly sleeping area? Basically a living room, a living quarters, which is like, yay, that looks so good. I have a lovely little top bed area. We have a bed. I guess our parents sleep underneath, down there in the big bed. And have the working desk right beneath us. Who's chubby here? I get you, I get you. Yeah, it's us. We look very lovely. Every child in the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6 is the first signs of yours. So it's a question: do we get eagle eyes, extra fingers, zone brain, super strength, calm temperament, or nothing at all? That's the only downside to this. Sorry about that. The only downside to the PC version is that on Switch, I definitely remember having immediately getting the advancements you get from this right on your screen as you're hovering over it, which this unfortunately does not have. Which is a little of a bummer, but hey, it's fine. So we have eagle eyes, insta fingers, the absorbent brain, super strength for calm temperament, or nothing at all. Now it's a big question: what do we pick? How many sub things? And they are definitely useful in different ways, and also all worth it known. As I know, I don't know. No, to be fair, nothing at all doesn't literally give you a thing that says you don't have nothing, but you know. Let's go with calm temperament. How that sound? There it goes. Yeah, get calm temperament. Don't stress. And yeah, we gained this on memory card and also gained 10 empathy, which, yeah, there we go. There's the big thing on the left. No, it's not here. Here's the big thing on over here. Wait, didn't I set this to be? You just there it goes. I was about to say it was weird. Here we have it. The big thing. Also, yeah, we have us here. Big thing. We have social, intelligent, and strength skills. It's valid called. Yeah, basically came out of that. Social skills, intelligence skills, and strength skills. And yay, this is a big thing, and it's a very nice thing to have. Yeah, in social, we have empathy, persuasion, creativity, and bravery. Meanwhile, in the intelligence skills, you have reasoning, organizing, engineering, and biology. And down the bottom, in strength, you have toughness, perception, combat, and animals. Which I really like that they're all different enough, and not just, you know, obviously they're grouped together, but still quite different from itself. That sure, combat is one thing, but handling of animals and having this basically strength to do that is very much a different thing. It's like also cool because several, while doing a thing, they give you several different attributes and not just, oh, this is what task you get for yellow stuff, which is empathy, or for red stuff, which is tough, you know, like this get toughness, perception, combat, and animals. It's all mixed and matched. It's really cool. Like bravery and combat are very close together, probably. Our biology in animals, however, is also again. That's really cool about it. I'll keep it. I guess I'll keep it out for right now, anyway. But you can see where I at all times. Yeah, nothing can phase you. You're very frustrated, and you don't let anxiety get the better of you. Pressure sort aside. I always play nice and never have to be told what sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. There they are. Look at them. Very nice to your friend. Here's our friends. Potential friends. I love this little play area. Again, I love the whole art style of everything. Everything's basically drawn with crayon, or at least has a wobbly, like, not fully solid lines all the way. It's very, very cute and just adds to the art style. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah. Oh, wait. We have potential friends. We have the energetic and local anemone. We have a tough and gentle Cal, bold and confident Mars, the quiet and adventurous Dis, and as well as the studious and mature Tangent, and the sweet and shy and sweet Tammy. Oh, who shouted him out? Who did that? I saw you. I know who you are. But yeah, follow this lovely guy called Lucas Lunary. He's very cool. I heard. Very sweet. Thanks for that shout out. So I hope I'm right when I'm here over on this side of the screen. I just forgot about that. Yeah, please tell me how the audio is, darling, if you haven't done it yet. I appreciate it. I know it's a little quiet right now, but general. I can definitely turn up the thing a little if it find me. Yeah, I'll do it a little. Yeah, as you said, audio it's a little low, so I would use the game capture to like a minus 15 decibel. It's still a little low. But yeah, it's a bit quiet right now anyway. We'll see. But keep me updated on how you feel it. If it gets too loud or so. It's pretty normal-ish loud for me, so I want to turn it up on my end as well. I'll see, we'll see. Right. So, see, obviously there's 6 choices here. Only 4 people. The lovely gal on the far left with the blazing fire red hair is an enemy. Very interested in sports and very fun, very cool to hang out, but also will definitely get you into some situations where, you know, you get punished for it. Like, how did you do this, you rascal? And the tough and gentle Cal is the lovely dude in green. You can definitely see that the characters are very color coded. It's very fine. The same for their names, but yeah, very cool, very cool, very calm and gentle and very planned, like the Earth guy. Cool. You know, the bit more upstate girl to his right is Mars, very much her own thing, and right next to her is the lovely little dude called Dis. It's Dis. He's a very important character to this entire story, but I'll tell you, not jokingly. And right on, so you have both Tangent, the sister of Dis, as well as Tammy. So, it's a very tough question. Who do we befriend? I have someone I'm thinking of. But who do we take? Who do we take? That's always a hard question. He's fun. Cal's always fun too. Mart's definitely a different person compared to when you're a friend versus when not. This is especially Tangent. Oh yeah, let's go with Tangent. Tangent's always interesting to hang around with. Also, I'm pretty sure the first time I played this, if I have to think back all that time, which is like for sure ages ago at this point. I mean, yeah, it is a solid 3 years ago at this point, which I'm like, holy shit, this is what? How? But yes, a solid 3 years ago, the first ever character I both befriended, especially ended up dating or going for at least of the whole, you know, dating thing in the game was Tangent, which is a very interesting thing to do. Especially because I have to still tell you, the first one in your game is always the most different one. Definitely a game that is literally lives off the play because yeah, we are not getting the best ending here. No matter what we try, it is literally impossible. But not in the way of like, oh, we have to play it the second time for a game to be done. It's just like no, the game is just really good already. And then you play it again and realize it's even better. But yeah, because we can still choose here. But yeah, we have Tangent, which yeah, gives us 10 friendships with Tangent, gives us 10 reasoning and 10 engineering, as well as the memory card of her, giving us having a free value and +1 if this is the highest value, which is always nice early on. Yeah, Tangent sits right up front by the hollow projector and always has her hands in the air. She and her twin brother this drifted apart when she started gnome treatment. God damn it, I messed that one up. The gnome treatment. Oh, that was gonna haunt me. Genome treatment. Very different thing, I tell you, from gnome treatment. Fuck. Genome treatment to make her body conform to her gender. Very important story thing. We'll get back to that later. Today, Tang is the girl you always knew she was. The relationship with this is worse than ever. Yeah, Tangent. Woo! We love Tangent. Yay. No gendered. Thank you, darling. Oh, oh no, oh no, what? There we go. We got 8 stress, but only two less because of a calm temperament. Thank you, calm temperament. You're so good. Yeah, let's see, we get stress. It's their time to explain the things at the top probably. All soon. As we touch down, I guess. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vitumla 4 on the other side. Got emergency rules for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts to rumble, when things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the stay pods just in case. More stress. Don't do that. Oh, my parents. I can usually... Yeah, we can actually... It's not as easy with controller if at all. But yeah, you can see who these people are when we hover over them. Yeah, we have Amara, Flulu. Not related to a certain Lulu in chat right now, no. Amara, Chief Cultivator, strong woman up to any challenge who expects the same from others. She, her. Age 43. That's, damn. Roughly the age, yeah, those are roughly the age of when even my mom dropped myself, funny enough, and I think about it, yeah. Wasn't a, yeah, both my parents were in the early 40s. By the time I was 10. So it makes sense. It's me, bro, it's true. No, you're not my mom. Stop making this weird. And you have a father, 41, a little younger. Your dad works in geoponics. Right man, always patient with children and animals. Him. Lovely. Yeah, it's the two of the people that make me up. Emergency areas, drowning families. It's going to be fine, Lucas. Your dad stoops. We'll be through the wormhole and down the planet before you know it. Just like we practiced. Your mom gives him a sharp look. Sharp, worried look. Lovely. Everything is going well, alarm. Don't be afraid. Sorry. The EP alarm. I don't know. I should maybe do a different one. Yeah, regiment, you like switch on as the siren begins to sound somewhere distant in the ship. You try to breathe slowly, like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look through a porthole, the stars are gone. When you're frightened, we would be able to put up a tough face if we had some toughness. Find a distraction if we had organizing, but since we only have empathy, time to get in touch with our emotions. You're poor like a baby. It feels good. Oh hey. We lost 10 stress. Get to friendship with Tammy and Mars. Nice. And got stressed by. Don't we all do that? Don't we all do that? And the only one nearby your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheek. Mars is trying quietly to console her. She sighs as you Crying makes Timmy wail even more loudly. Dad puts his arms around you as you. I can already not read again. This is barely started. I should probably stop getting games where I need to read out loud at this point. Sorry. Dad puts his arms around you as you let it out. Wait, we're shaking builds. And everything starts to get very weird. Voice stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arm is impossibly long. Head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You have a distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. Weirdest part is sense of deja vu. Sure, this has happened to you before, and you know somehow everything is going to be okay. Shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a second. But gravity slams you back against the wall, head first. Right out. You slip unconscious. You feel yourself twisted out of time. Today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. More than just one tomorrow, lots of them. Different tomorrows. Find yourself in a place that you know from your dreams. Tilt fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger. Grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Suddenly, you feel the ship's shaking has stopped, and your parents' worried voices. Safe, you slip further into a warm embrace of stars. Drift. Oh hey, look. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you places. Oh, the medbed under you plays a soft tone and automated voice beats. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. It may now be safely discharged. As the thought lifts from your head, you realize something seems to be different about this room. It's so bright. Try to focus on the window. Something's definitely different. Sunlight, trees, ground. Well, the room was bright, so it's probably the sunlight, huh? Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue. What? Wait, what? Bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls rigged by giant mushroom-like trees. Structure materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground. You're ready out to join them. Yeah, rush outside to start your new life. Cautiously step outside to your new life. Home. So you cautiously step outside. Oh, my eyes. Game is bright, I tell you. And look, here we are. Yay, the Strato Colony. Yippee, we made it. We fucking landed on the alien planet. Woohoo! Yippee! And it kind of looks like winter, to be honest. Yeah, the entire soundtrack is a banger. Which you can even see. Yay, the menu! Which is one of the best things you can actually do. Like, I'm so glad they did this. You also say, yeah, new song. Also say, yay. Call this theme happy. See, like, oh, you destroyed the traits, you have a memories, gave giggling, some first words, some wondering, some maybe like basically early childhood stuff that we already skipped past. You've gear in those collectibles, which we'll get to later. You know. You have friends which currently or were 10 years old and just which 10 years old and shows the most easygoing person. Your innate understanding of others and logic puzzles are no match for your powers of reasoning. Adam. Yeah. I have got one friend, really. Well, no, of one friend, tangent. So, yay. See, little, we have over here, just some red thing. We have a little wall of a gate. It's all dead. The lookout here. All right. green thing here. If it's blue thing. If it's yellow thing. First, hi. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind you. You're awake. You've been asleep in the med bay for days. Are you all better? Rub your eyes. You do feel groggy. Everything is so strange. It feels moist. The ground is covered with a pale blue powder that crunches under your feet. Reflections of it are blinding. It certainly was. And look at her. She's so... Aww. Poor thing. Yeah, this is Tammy. Full name Aspartame. Aspartame? I hope I pronounced this correctly in my fellow English speakers. I'm sorry, I wasn't pre-installed with that language on birth. I'm sorry. Yeah, sweet down-to-earth girl who prefers to stay close to home and care for others. Hey, age 11, so just a year older than us. You shouldn't look up and almost fall over with vertigo. Sky goes on forever. Around you are funnel trees taller than anything you've ever seen before. That pounds in your chest. Are you feeling okay, Lucas? Better go see your dad, Tammy says worried. He and your mum have been waiting for you to wake up. He points southeast towards some odd geodesic domes. But go there and oh hey dad, hi. Aspartame? Tane? Is it that last part right? Aspartame? Aspartame? I don't even know what that is, but it sounds cool. Lucas, your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it would be best to keep you asleep while you're not healed. Mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year. A snoozy little gooseberry. He shakes your head and looks relieved. He is clearly very worried about you. Covers it with jokes and smiles. Aw, you love your dad. You love your dad. We love our dad. Look at him. He's such a nice. He looks like a nice guy. Definitely trying to be there for us. He and his silly hair color and beard. Yeah, tame protein. Oh, okay. So good protein. What kind of protein is that? But yeah, thank you for your infos, my dear. Welcome to Vitumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two. Parts taken off from other buildings and big wall on the whole colony. Well, I guess you don't want to leave that ship. Yeah, it makes sense. I like all the Oh, yeah, again, I love his background art all the time. I'll probably see some in the gallery later on. Definitely after the first run. I'll make sure to go into that thing. There's so much detail, even the stuff you really even pay notice to. Yeah, all the flags of like disposed of different countries of origin these people originally come from. Or at least I suspect it would be the people still, you know, representing that while they have flags at all in this place. Then that's so cool. So many details. So lovely. Yeah, big old on gold colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only with you and density greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. Beautiful. How did you do this so fast? What's inside the walls? How did you do this so fast? You've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine. It calls us different vegetables and fruits. I love them. And these density greenhouses practically put themselves up. But some of you, this is only a quick temporary solution. He admits, we'll keep growing and improving things. One day our little colony will be as big as a whole city. Oh, and before I forget, he pulls a package out of his satchel and hands it to you. The big kid stare at it, blankly. Don't you know what a day it is? Yes? Yes, you don't. You remember that you remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Happy birthday already. You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. Stare at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. Open the package, tell him you know what it is, or not open the package yet. Oh, he was a birthday present. I'd be probably a bit weird to tell him, yeah, I know already, thank you. I just open just normally. Oh, that's lovely. How did you know this? Exactly as you imagined, as you dreamed. Feeling of panic rises in your throat. You hate Shane, but how? Again, Sun Medallion, plus one new challenges. We'll go over all aspects of cards later. Not as big of a thing in this game, especially because you can make them harder. You just skip them all right, which is a pretty funny thing to even do. I'm really glad that they did that, because I know way too many people who wouldn't touch this game with a 10-foot pole because it has a card game feature in it. In those days, I can understand those people at times, but this is not one of those card games that is worth, that is like, bad, because it's a nice card game. I don't know, I'm bad with words. I'm really bad with words right now. Dad notices. You okay, Lucas? He snaps his fingers. The dancer shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to wear off. They might make your head feel funny for a few hours. You know, maybe that's all it is. Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Lucas, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed and he stops himself. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, and your mother and I. Mr. Hell is expecting you in classes if you're feeling up to it. Your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing, in the rear end of a bisected ship. And he points to a large door as you came out of earlier. Oh, you can relax on your quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, says, and kisses the top of your head, ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Lucas. I love you. What study humanities and engineering? I love you. Give him a thumbs up. I love you too, Dad. Aw, love him. We love our father. He's such a nice guy. Let's see, we can go walk a little. We have a certain dish over here. Hey, enemy. Hi, Lucas. Enemy seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around with her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. The stuff is different from the snow on Earth, she tells you. Because it isn't cold, but it's still neat and you can make stuff out of it. The funny head clears a little. Enemy is simpler, physical, really. Physical, real. Enemy is simple, physical, real. Always feel grounded here. What are you making while you're in school? See you later. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says. But yeah, I mean, Cal made some big snow pal. You missed it while you were asleep in medbay. She smiles her broad gap tooth. Smile at you. Now at your weight to play. Why aren't you in school though? Despite her forward. School! I wonder where everyone was. I guess I'm gonna be late for humanities class. Doesn't look that way to you. It's okay, she says. Mr. Hell is chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. Wins and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race here. No fair, she's getting a head start. On the way. It is. You see this sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate and the wall to the south. Drones are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the wall. Kids aren't allowed past past the walls. Says quietly without looking up. They say that it's nothing to be afraid of, but why do we need all the wall? They say there's nothing to be afraid of, but then why do we need walls? Step the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wingly. For years in space, you've half remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, sifting through wreckage that used to be a home and trying to find something. Dad always told you these dreams weren't real. Waking you from your daydream just whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. Stop making things up. Our parents will keep us safe. Well, I would believe you, but let's just say our parents will keep us safe. Oh, gate loyalty. Maybe, mumbles. Doesn't look convinced. Let's down his feet. If you believe everything they say, I guess you should go to school now. Like a good kid. He sneers. Shake his vision from your head. It was just a dream. This must have made you imagine it was his creepy talk. Does he always have to be like this? Aw, pets him on the head. Poor little guy. You just little dude. You're okay. You're fine. And this must be engineering then, huh? Engineering. Oh, hi. Look who we have here. This congruence, the ship's artificial intelligence, a vastly powerful computer system which runs everything from life support to the Holland archives. She has a sense of humor too. Hey, we don't know how old she is though. Oh, but we will ask. It's very not cool to do. But I love all the stickers with kids put on her. Blue shark, cat, button paw print. So cute. Low-thumping noise comes from the engine room, which powers the colony. Our corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to your classroom well. The rest of this wing is off limits to children. Onwards, the ship's onboard AI beams down at you on the nearby holostream. Don't forget to study hard, Lucas. Yay, you can study life science or humanities. Which you see here. Oh yeah, it comes after the time. Yeah, which life science gives us biology, reasoning, and friendship tangent, and gives us some stress because, of course, we're learning. And basically, was creativity, persuasion, also tangent. Creativity, persuasion sound really cool. So let's go study humanities. Hello. What the hell? Teacher, cheerful man who loves to tinker and find joy in learning about everyday things. Age 40. Welcome, Lucas. Professor Hell greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities. History, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient Earth poetry too. Seems excited about that last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Conrad's scheduling system when you have a chance. You'll be helping me teach them. Lovely. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn. Because it was up late preparing Conrad's subterminal, I could use a nap. I'd like you to write an essay on what the Tumna colony means to you. Freedom, equality, democracy. Hey, strong feeling for that one. My friends are all here. I feel safe here and just doodle instead of writing. I love always the different feelings, and I am crazy. Just being silly. Obviously for myself I put this, but I think, yeah, my friends are here. It's because my friends are. Write about all your buds and the fun things you do together. When Hal waits on his nap, he asked a few students to read their essays to the class. I was annoyed, but you hardly mentioned her. Well, you aren't really friends, so... Well, sorry from us. We even have any friendship with her? Eh. Yeah, OCC. Already quite. It's his first time. Creativity. Also, yeah, because I already played this, I turned off the tutorials for this because I don't need them. This is easy. So, we have different cards here. See, I put two yellows together, and you see at the bottom of it. Let me put it into mouse mode. One, here you go. If you have two yellow cards, this one has a special effect of reducing our stress when you play it. See, oh, +1 for flush of 2. These being both yellow. And also, they be 2 of a kind because they're both held 0. Now, watch when I do this. This still retains, but now I have 3 of a kind. And now guess what happens when I put all 3 of them in here. I have a bonus for having 2s, 3s, 2 of a kind, and 3 of a kind. And their own values on top of that. So yeah. A +1 pop challenges from a medallion. As you see, 3 + 3 is 6. +1 plus 1 is 7 and 8, and 9 and 10, plus the 1 extra from the sun medallion we have. That's basically the very basics of this. I also think this is a social skills one. You see some color which will later affect other cards and stuff. But yeah, let's finish studying. Yay! You see, we've gotten 3 stars, which basically rates our score. If there's no stars, you won, but there's definitely better solutions. And 3, 2, 1, 2, and 3 stars basically tells you how good of the options you had. Yay, because we did bad, my month got an extra creativity on that. We got 3 creativity, an extra 1 being from the challenge. 2 persuasion as scheduled. We gained 12 stress, which is 3 less than usual. And we gained 1 kudos, because we got the best score. Kudos is the currency. The math method. I love them. And yeah, we gained +1 friendship with Tangent. Parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know, growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more to that than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them all night before going to bed. We can tell they're exhausted. They made an effort to spend time with you. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry. Your dad says. Your mom watches you as she whirls a pebble out of a gardening tiller. It also serves as a crutch. Oh, you've been holding up. I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Yes, Mom, your dad smiles. And Professor Hell will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at you, Mom. I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. Yeah, sorry, I was just confused at everything. I misread something. You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mum. I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working as a hobby or by helping a friend. Mum shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree this colony is an experiment, and that means we're doing... It's different above. I think it's... that's it. Oh, whatever. Both agree this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things different than on Earth. You're enough to know that... Sorry, everyone. I'm fucking it up right away. You're old enough to now to start making your own decisions about your education and future. If that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. While talking to your friends, they may have ideas on how to spend your time. And come to geoponics, your mum adds. I could use your help. I'm not shoveling dirt. Yippee! We can all shovel dirt. Got the dirt shovel license. Yeah, let's go. And yeah, you can see it's now made quiet. So, to go on some things here. We'll see this lovely wheel here, which is the year. So, first year is at age 10. You start out every season and it's split into basically 3 parts. Which means basically, yeah, we get to do 1 task per part of the season. Or like, per 1/3 of the season. And let's regular around a week to ish. And yeah, there's technically 4 seasons, well, officially 5, but we'll get to them when we get to them. But just so you are aware of it, it's basically just our calendar. And if we could do lots of stuff while inside, and then finish it off with like a task proper, like, you know, learning, chilling, or doing other things. I'll just be very adamant on what progresses and what doesn't. So yeah, there's that. What else? Yeah, we have at kudos, our currency. Yeah, we have up to 999, which is not yet a thing. We haven't gotten close to it. We have a stress level, which is from the left from from little to very stressful. If you're very stressed out, we can't do anything else. Basically, just needs, okay, you're very stressed out, you need to relax. And we have a rebellion loyalty scale from loyal to rebellious. Basically, just shows my relationship with adults in colonial government. Right now, mostly with parents. And yeah, also, in our way, this game where it's little mouse pointer movement. But I just love the controller version more of it. Let's see. Yeah. All this on. Oh, hey, Mars. How you doing? Troublesome interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Lucas. Mars shouts out to you. Come here, I have a job for you. Toto, you want over to Mars to sheltering from the snow under the ship's overhang. It's so gross here, she complains. This spot snow would ruin my good clothes. At least on the ship we have climate control. Timmy made me some soy sweets, but there's no way I'm going out there in all this weather. She continues. Since you like running around in it, could you fetch them for me? Them yourself, Mars. I was having all the eyes. I don't even know I asked. You know, if you ever want to actually be useful, talk to Administer Seek. She says, gesturing to the door to command behind her. We're looking for people to work delivery. I'm just like, no, I'm way too busy. Too busy fetching my own soy sweets. Okay, cool. Thanks. Oh, never changed. Never changed. Oh, you see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance to the lounge. You've known her. You've known her for, well, your whole entire life. Right on the ship, you used to play with her study partner. Used to tease her. I'm gonna say study partner. It was awful, just awful at Earth history. She thought Europe was the name of an English queen. The Pacific was a famous ceasefire treaty. Let's go in one of her huge ears and break out the other. No matter how hard you tried, she never seemed to improve. It was perk up hopefully when she sees you. Hello, Lucas. I was hoping you could help me with some homework. Pretend you didn't hear and keep walking. Jeez. Yeah, of course. You can help. Oh, I lose one reason because I... God damn it. I against idiot friendship. Oh, thank you. She bounces up and down. Spent a couple hours trying to teach her the difference between exothermic and endothermic reactions. One makes heat and one absorbs it. Why is this so hard for her to understand? The thing is, Tammy never loses heart when she fails a test or gets the wrong answer on. It's inspiring, even though sometimes you feel like you'd get jammer after studying with her. Oof. Oof. But at least we paid the sacrifice of being friends. Good friends, for that matter. Alright. Enemy's bumping a sports ball with her wrist, trying to keep it up near. Heads up! She shouts, bumping the ball in your direction. Think fast. We can't do a trade because we're tough. We bounce back. Oh, look out! The ball is flying toward you. Look out! You flinch and jump out of a sports ball's way as it beams past your head. Whoa, that was close. Then we doubles overlapping. Stay safe, Lucas. The needles jogging over to pick up the ball. Not. Want me to show you how to do it? Okay, fine. Yeah, you gain some toughness. Bounce the ball back and forth with her, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. Let me tells you about the new sports ball court. Proper regulation size court, way bigger than the little 0G1 stratospheric. Lord Com is coaching a junior sports ball team this year. Nice. He's so great, he says. He started everything, especially spiking. He's coaching me to play awesome like him. Just come join us. Sports ball in the garrison. Nice. Must be video then. Yeah, a small team led by security chef Red. Red? I still don't know. Let's say red, as in RED. Probably fine. Right, I hope. bread was enough to keep the peace on the search straight. Stay busy, they also ran the exercise gym and sports courts. The Tom, now the garrison has expanded fast. We're building a huge wall around the colony and having its outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. Oh. First of all, a regulation site sports court. Nice. Oh, me might play, but I don't know yet. Let's do stuff first. Okay, no. Hey, Dad. Hello, my little potato. Your dad exclaims, smiling warmly. What have you been up today? The chain with my friends, staying in. It's cold out here, playing in fresh air. Let's say playing in fresh air. He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Tumna is grey, magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Seasons, he shouts, throwing his hands wide. I miss seasons. Like on Earth, it got much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spot snow. He sighs, stretching. Just you wait until dust season. Both the suns will be high in the sky, be real hot. Then you'll see. Oh, lovely. Fucking double sun hotness. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I'm working hard at work, setting up the greenhouses with a small construction crew. Seen the plants pinned to the wall in your family's quarter for years now. The agency domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even food. The tastes sweet from my canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? She asked. Remember, Lucas, you're responsible for your own schedule now that you've landed. Can decide how to spend your time so long as it is productive. Points towards the engineering wing of the big house that is very at fame. Professor Howell's still expecting you in class. But a well-rounded education implies practical application. Old enough to help with the work around here. He claps a hand on her shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you need to know? What are you doing to geoponics? What's happening in engineering? What do I cover quarantines? What's the garrison? What's the on command? Can I join expeditions? And no, I'm good. Could be a lot. Hey, what are we doing here? He looks down and lunges at a sprout growing between her feet. It's green with hollow of earth plants. We're doing our best, she says. But it hasn't been easy. At the top, the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here, she says, glancing up the sky. Here it rains like hell in the wet season. Takes a long look at you. Up and down. You're going fast, Lucas, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's lots of soil that needs to be hauled. In your disappointment, she nudges you on the shoulder. Sorry. Don't pout. It helps build those muscles. You'll need them now that you're out in the real world doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. Flexes her biceps. Your mom is really strong. Yeah, she does look like the person to do lots of push-ups. Just look at that. Rest of stuff is really not important to us. You say, yeah, say go expeditions. Oh, you're too young to leave a colony. It's dangerous. Shakes her head. The father would be worried. There's so much we still don't know about the world out there. Happy adults find out, then maybe you can join them in a few years when you're older. Use your stern look. You're going to be budge on this one. For now, stay inside the walls. Okay, bye. Bye. Oh, lovely. Hey, this. Just looks at his feet and pretends not to notice you. I dare you to eat this worm now we don't have a baby. Okay. So, what do you do? Have you ever been in here? No, yet. Command! Command is one of long hallways of doors of tiny nondescript offices. The only path seems to be hurrying off to something important. The end of one hallway opens to the supply depot, which waits as both the Christian's office and general store. Beyond it are 10 cavernous warehouses stacked high with supplies from Earth, now being gradually unpacked and distributed. Here, we know this part. Only food shortfall. Negative 100%. No. Only security rating. Evaluating. Upcoming event. We'll be hosting our first annual Autumnalia Festival during the second month of Dust. Chief Administrator. Notice, take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Chief Surveyor, Tonin. Lovely. Current Council Administration. Governor Unicott, Command. Chief Administrator Seek, Command. Deputy Chief Red, Harrison. Chief Engineer Instance, Engineering. Oh yeah, it's the person that will show us for while we're out. After we got here. Chief Culture Flulu. Yay, Mother. Geoponics. Chief Steward NTC. Chief Steward Antecedent. Antecedent. I'll point over antecedent unless I'm corrected. Chief Steward, yeah, melatonin. Oh, tonin is in melatonin. That makes sense. Expeditions. Cool. We can't do any supplies because we're lacking toughness or organization. Oh, guess we're going to school, or we could also just shovel dirt, I guess. Houses have different biodomes inside, growing plants somewhere that might belong in the desert, jungle, or temperate forest. Some are so delicate you have to spray off any germs in the airlock before you get into. Seasonal garden outside is dotted with blue nobodies. Blue flowers with what look like wing-like creatures that inside each one. Science range, it's a decoy meant to attract some kind of flying predator to come pollinate the flower. So we can shovel it for kudos and toughness. Yeah, I don't need toughness. I'm sure of it. Just don't look. We can study. Oh yeah, we can register for our engineering classes. Oh, that's too bad. In conference, HoloNet's scheduling system is almost a test on its own. You feel like a hacker navigating the confusing interface, but managed to add your name to the list of drop-in students. Now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in engineering classes. Nice. Let's do that, huh? We can also do life science, biology and reasoning. Let's do engineering and reasoning instead. Yay. I'm not event, he's again. Mr. Hell rubs his hands together as he waits for this class to settle down. He's in a great mood. This must be his favorite subject to teach. If biology and chemistry are wet sciences, then engineering must be a dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He wins. It's weird. He wins. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. And it raises a hand. Will we also learn about nuclear engineering? Yes. Zal nods. Yes, at the beginner level. I have another overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine room to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Lovely. But yes, yeah, we can really go too far on field trips here. Okay, let's see. Let's put for like this one so far. It should be the best, I think. Yeah, we got the zeros together, yellows together, the blues together. Only other thing we're lacking if you have 3 cards in a row, as in 0, 1, 2, or 3, 4, 5, those would get points. Well, obviously, can't do that if we only have 2 cards, different values. And this one is always, at least at this point, will be a bit higher anyway. It should be best. Yeah, here you go. Nice, I got extra kudos. So you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering somebody is about to say or do just what somebody is about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. Morning, you were sure Professor Hell was going to trip on the uneven floor of the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. Even told Mars to watch. Didn't though. Professor Hell walked away, his hash browns safe for today. Mars called you a liar and a dummy. Rude. Oh. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff that you know can't be real. Chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. Holding hands with someone you love. fine as you help lift a shrouded body into a colony recycler. Jeez. Everything seems so familiar, but you try to recall their faces when you wake up. They're smeared in your memory like wet paint. What if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? Anytime you try to tell someone they think you're playing a trick, or that you're sick and need to go to the med bay, you eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry. You just want to be normal. Pose are fun. Fantastically, yes, but actually, yes. I just want to be normal, probably. Just want to be a normal kid. I hope that don't think about it. It will go away. Just want to be a regular kid like everyone else. Look at the sun medallion your dad carved for you, the one you saw in the dream before you ever saw it for real. You just got a little mixed up, or you overheard someone talking about it, and that's how you knew what it would look like. There has to be a rational explanation for all of this. Yes, there has to be. I'm full late quiet. Oh, I ended. Attention is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and floating angrily at the air. Speaks out without looking at you. Professor Hell wants us to prepare a list of native flora of pictures. There should be a catalog on the colony holonet, but I can't find it anywhere. Thanks, tired of looking outside. I'll help you find a catalog. Let's make our own list. That's true, let's make our own list. It is dubious, but agrees to your idea. Two of you run around the colony yard taking pictures of all the different Vertumna and plants you can find and making up fake sciencey sounding names for them, like Woncus shrubbius and Purpuleus gracium. After an hour, you've categorized 51 different species. Fang doesn't think it's a very complete list or a very scientific method. She figures out it must have put something. Oh. Nice. Somebody's running around the sports court, touching her hand on the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19, and she reaches 20. She leaps into the grass and shakes the hollow palm. I'm training, she explains. My Victor Town says I have to get my legs, climb ties to the planet. But none of it, a team captain like him. But we could train if we had toughness. Oh, hello. Who is this lovely guy? Step aside through the colony gates. Hey there, kiddo. Uncle Tonin blots your way with a smile. I'm afraid expeditions is off limits for now. But it's not safe out there for you kids. You better toughen up, or you can join the squads when you're older. Give a map. Yeah, look. And see the different areas of the planet. Swamps, valleys, plains, and the ridges. We'll get about them when you need to. Hey, Cal. Cal's riding around with the Aponics Gardens on his hoverboard. All comes to a sudden shuddering stop and rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hey, Lucas. Really... the ground is way harder to hover on than ship's floors. Bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside. We all have to adapt. We all have to adapt. Yeah, Carol claims. It's actually way better planet side. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over to a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. It is the staple. Wow. What now? Found it. The sights go up. Carol gestures to the ball. We can hover traits. We can hover traits? He jumps to the ball and shows how it's done. Can I try it? Sure, but please be careful. Once if I break my hoverboard, we can't make another one. Take turns riding around the boat, trying to get up enough speed going down one side to come back up the other. You don't land any traits. It's hard as just staying on board with this uneven ground, but still fun. Nice. So. I guess we can also rest here in living quarters. The ship's quarters are where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are small. Share one with your parents, so colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge, cafeteria, and a creche where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. Well, it's very cozy. It's so cool. Aw. Very cozy, lovely vibes. Yeah, we can relax it to get away from our stress. And we also get friendship with Tammy. Might even forget a memory. Oh boy. Nice to take some time off to chill after all the stress of school and work. Imagine a mental toll of just living on this unpredictable planet. Not the only one who needs some downtime. Some of the other kids also relate in the lounge. Watch Martin Days, join Carol and Terry, or sit alone in your hollow palm. Carol and Tammy. Let's break Tammy's long hair and weaving her strands of little colored bubbles. Weaving strands of little colored bubbles. It's once called a waterfall bird, I think. He says. I saw it in an archive bit. Really trickery. Did a terrible job of it. His short, clumsy fingers stayed all tangled up in the strands. I could do better. Let me try. Until you sit in the tree, I'll do. Let's do also till Calter. Aw, he likes it. Sit behind him as he sits behind her, like a mini conga line. Create some sort of strands in Cal's hair, put one of the little bubbles at the end of each one. Finishes Terry's hair, it's almost recognizable as a waterfall braid, and touches his own braid and giggles. Now do yours, they shout in unison. Jokingly tried to stay, but Cal sits on your legs while Tammy gives you a beautiful braid. Aww, it's so cute. Playbait Arsenal. The Playbait. Jeez. Beyblade Arena. True. Forget memories. Yeah. Basically, since these cards have no value in themselves, like good to forget first and foremost. They also cards with narrative effects, so like, you know, might be good early on, but might be worse to draw, you know, the later it gets. But for now, we can even keep them and get rid of the zero value cards. Not really any lack of them anyway, for now. But yeah, time for first season change. Time for early pollen. And just as the name says, welcome to spring. Oh my god, I found the fucking hefty Xeno egg. There's things to find here. This is a collectible. Use both as a thing to give to people and to use in card challenges. In this case, it it adds +1 to a card and changes the phase for basically the category of the card to strength. Yeah. Also, once again, as you can see with basically anything here, this is such a nice way of doing this. That everything has the artist who worked on it. Yeah, and see, you certainly is the main artist of the character stuff. Of Eduardo Vargas is, yeah, Billy Chow, which, yay, they're amazing, they do good art, and I definitely need to link their Twitter. Well, Blue Sky, of course. Don't talk about that evil realm again. Let's see what else. You can give people stuff. Let's see. And looks up at the Stein, shades her eyes. It's too bright, she complains, and it's too hot. And the nights are cold. Living on the satisfaction meant we never had to experience discomfort. Remind me, why aren't we putting our resources into repairing the ship? Yeah, I have this egg for you. And shrugs. You should probably just keep it. I don't even know what to do with it. He insists she keeps it. She shrugs again. Sure, maybe I'll find a good use for it. Yay! Holds up hand to you, egg. Oh yeah, I haven't done some hard manual labor yet. Shovel some dirt. The first day in Lovi's world of agricultural soil conveyance. Oh boy. Good morning, Lucas. Looks like you're working for your old lady. Hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my kid. Well, you have mounted your points by points out where everything is. Job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this, she says, pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Lovely. Now, any questions before we start moving that dirt? I use hydroponics. On the ship we grew most of our plants with their roots in the water, and it's true that was the most hygienic that way. Mom replies. She bosses an insect off her arm, which lets out this loud squeak of objection. But hydroponic systems use too much energy. Yeah, we have to grow as much as we can the old-fashioned way. Work. That's my kid, Mom says. Slipping you in the back. You stumble a little. Your arm starts to ache after the first half hour of work, but you keep going. At the end of a month, you feel utterly drained and exhausted. Somehow, you feel the muscle growing already. Yeah, just realized that, of course, the different seasons are divided into months. Which, yeah, makes most sense. Yeah. Just a little thing coming up right now. Give me just 1 second. Okay. That's all. You can feel the muscles growing already. Yay. Time to shovel that dirt. Okay, we'll have our first and store for 0, 0, 1, 1, and a 2. Okay, it's an 8. Oh, it's not the best thing we have yet. So how about we do a... Oh, even better. Two. That's a 9. Let's try to get a streak going. Be this. 0, 1, and 2. Well, obviously, yeah, it breaks up the numbers a little. Who has to be in the middle of all of this? So, of course, break up our thing here. Does seem to kind of be able to get up to a 9 and in that case, though. Oh, well, it's always a 9. But yeah, we did it. Yee yippee, yee. Oh, you wake from afternoon nap. Turn into the pink-tinged light lantern through the window. From sleep in the lounge. Heavy shadow falls across your nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Lucas, she says, giggling. I didn't mean to wake you up. It's so nice outside with pollen spotting the sunlight. I wanted to open the windows. Up your eyes blearily. You're having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Only Satan's making some kind of candy. He says, it's made of cotton, isn't that weird? I have to tidy the crash first, then I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? Amy steps up towards the crash, humming to herself. I don't want any candy. Go get that free candy. Yay. I'm just saying this for now, but remember this point. Remember this point. The cafeteria only Satan is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy, coffee and soft light clouds. Oh, Lucas, she says, handing out a wand of some candy spun around the end. Here, try some of this. Used to have this on Earth. Used to have this on Earth. Pull off a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first that your mouth puckers. Never tasted anything so sweet and so real. Not at all like the soy sweets that the chicken nanoprinter can make. Melts in your mouth, leaving a pretty residue on your tongue. I think you haven't met Antecedent yet. I'll probably put one or two characters in mind now too, but you know, we'll sure do all of them. She's Stewart and everybody's auntie. She runs the crash and also and helps raise all the colony's children. Colony children, as well as her own daughter and enemy. Yeah. 36? Cool. Actually, she's doing well. And everyone has gone, but Timmy never shows up. Put down with the cotton candy in your hands. It's spilled a little from the humidity, but it's fine to light her hair, you think. Helping and soft. You keep some to give her later. You relaxed in your family's quarters after dinner. Mom had to run off some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing a holo game together. You're just about ready to head off to bed. Your mom returns. Tell from the defeating slant on her shoulders that something is not terribly wrong. Dad starts to ask her what happened, but she waves him away and approaches you. She sits down and takes her hand, holding it between her strong, dirt-creased ones. Lucas, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. Starts. Mouth quivers as she swallows, working her next words. There was an accident this afternoon. In the crash. Classmate Tammy has died. Try not to get tear-eyed, I tell you. But yeah, this is the first time I was like, oh. Oh. Holy. Oh. Yep. Understandable, we're a little bummed about it. Yeah, and understandably, mourning. Try to understand her words. Tammy dead? That's not possible. Suddenly remember the cotton candy he was saving with Tammy. Pink and fluffy, just like her. Put your hand to pot of it, but what comes out is a sticky red dark lump of hard goo. Stare at it. Stare at it and your mind blank. What happened? Your mom tells you, simply as possible, that Tammy was killed by an electric shock or bought an hollow projector. It's just an accident. Press her for more, for an explanation. The little girl is dead. Someone you've grown up with. So much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Your mom's eyes are sad when she tells you. Sometimes there's just no reason why. Not used to dealing with death, and you don't know what you're supposed to say or do. Sort of mumble. Okay, then get changed and fall into bed a full hour before your bedtime. Better fall asleep, but you toss and turn for hours. Eventually drift off to fitful dreams of a small, sticky red lump of cotton candy. Yeah. Shh, don't ruin the surprise of the later ones yet. Don't ruin the surprise of the later ones. Baby, there's a reason this game has a I think I'm remembering different times or whatever. So look at us, little just bobbing in there. Poor little guy, us. But yeah, it's definitely the first time this game, the first time, definitely not the last of this game, basically hit me on the back of my head with a steel chair and said, good luck, enjoy that. I was like, oh boy, holy shit. Game indeed has hands. I love you, my dear. You're the best. Not technically a time loop, but also technically yes. More of a memory loop. But yeah, oh, I forgot whose daughter it was. It's closely for the colony gates, because returning the size he blots your path. Looks like he hasn't been sleeping. I'm sorry, but he shouldn't be out here. Our children are so young and so precious, so fragile. Please stay near the ship. Yeah. Your surveyor and ship's pilot. The man who seemed better suited to space than around. Tammy's father. Oh, dude, I want to give him a hug. Aww. Poor little guy. Poor man. Fuck. Hey, Mom. I'm so sorry, Lucas. Yeah, this is definitely morning period. It gives you a hug. Sorry you're feeling blue, Lucas. Start to look up again soon. I've jittered this moment because I was this close to wiping my eyes out again. It's been so long since I've seen it, but every time, even the last time and the time before, I didn't even know. I'm very much still like, Tabby, no. Tabby. Maurits is staying in space, sober. You know, thank you, darling. You know who I was thinking of when I said that. You know who I was thinking of. Maurits is staring into space, looking somber. She doesn't even notice you as you come up beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. Thinking out Tammy, she says quietly. She sit down the hill there, in that spot in the sun. Every morning she just sit there for hours in the sun doing nothing, just being happy. Sit down the hill to the spot near the entrance of the quarters. You can imagine her there, working on some little craft project, humming to herself. I miss her too. Now she's dead, Marge says, breaking her face. Was that for fair? All the people, how come it has to be my friend? It's a little self. Okay, sure. Mars, come on. You don't have an answer. You never heard Mars call Tammy a friend before. Of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Mars clicks her tongue. Oh, yeah, Administrator Seat is looking for you. Guess we need someone to do delivery jobs. Waves vaguely at the door behind us, distracted by our phones. Maybe we'll do that soon. Let's talk to people first. Hey, hi Tang. Tang is pacing around the front of engineering. She looks upset. It shouldn't have happened, she says. What happened to Tammy? Shouldn't have been possible. There was no reason for that hollow projector to break. Mr. Hell said it was recently serviced and nothing was wrong with it just before it just... She gestures angrily. Just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her, so why? How? Doesn't that up? I get you. Sorry, Lucas. I want to think about this some more. I hate when I can't find the answer. I get you, I get you. Hey, an enemy. An enemy is shooting words at us, Stratos, sending metallic clangs ringing out the colony. Planet, she said. Stupid planet, she yells. Stupid crash, stupid spaceship. Bends down to pick up another rod, but instead just sobs and braces her hand on her knees. Stupid everything. Why did she have to die? She's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die. Yeah. I'll go with this now. I know his response. Do you believe Tammy died? Says morbidly. But Chief Engineer Instant tells someone about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shot by a broken hollow projector. One that crashed with the dancing teddy bear, you remember? When she touched it, she got shot all the way across the room. He makes a sailing motion with his hand. Damn, she was dead before she even landed. I didn't want to know that. Oh, sorry. This replies, tugging at the sleeves of his oversized jacket. I'll just shut up now. Sorry. This is so weird. He's lovely, but yeah, he can be weird. But I still hug him every day. Hell sitting in your mum's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's been crying all morning and probably all of yesterday too. You can tell him we're really close. Wherever you guys used to play in the house in the crash, Kane was always the mummy, Kane was the daddy. That sounds weird to say that. Mom and dad, it's better. Even though we were just little kids, I've always tittled about how obviously we are gonna be together forever. The Princess in the Night. Jesus. All these applies in the game really just don't hold back. I miss her too. Me too. Sniffs looking up at you. And see how puffy and red his eyes are. Me really, really too. Tabby always liked these flowers, he mumbles. Sometimes I picked some for her. He runs his hand over pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mum, okay? Tears well up and slowly leak out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers as the tears run down his cheeks. Decided to give him some space. Yeah. It's pretty awful, I tell you that. Might as well try to rest again. That's the only thing we can do. Hmm. Let's try to do something. We haven't studied life science yet. Do something to distract us, I guess. Stress try is probably good for this right now. Let's try this one now. We have a street. We have two color combos. Yeah. It's as best as it gets, I guess. I'd say at least. Yeah. Let's do it. Next to biology too. I did nothing anyway. Oh, wait. Okay, I see how this works. Yep. I got two. This is 0 extra from what I otherwise would have gotten because I would get one for the challenge win, but I got 0 from the morning status. So it effectively gave me non-extra. Tony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. You want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip and take the month off instead. Or you could get back to work. Tammy, who? A game, seriously. I'm too busy and I want to read by myself. I'll attend. This is a very valid answer too, but I'll definitely attend. This is one of the saddest pictures this game has to offer, among other things. Just someone having passed away. I think it's basically supposed to be Tammy based off a teddy bear, but it could just be anyone. Especially because they do seem like big enough to be an adult almost for this thing. But yeah. The Exocolonist never in the recycling room. Bring organic against down to be recycled here is one of your choice. You've only come down here for a funeral twice. Both times, the colonists had passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. The first time has been a funeral in Vertumna. The first time for someone you actually knew. The mouth of your organics recycler has been polished and a wreath of yellow flowers placed over the opening. Inside you can see a shrouded figure, Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad and Tony is here, as well as your parents and antecedent. The rest of the council. Kel is here with his mom and her partners, with crying in their arms. You room is packed with people and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Oh, we haven't seen her yet, right? Governor Udicott. Governor of your colony and one of the oldest people in it. Everyone has great respect for her knowledge and leadership. The lovely damn 81 too, huh? There are no words to ease the pain we feel today, she begins solemnly. There's only the sad company of those of us left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, she continues. One of the first humans to be born in space, first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble Earth. She's the first of us who truly called the Tumnah home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Was it losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that as a community we are capable of great strength. It closes the doors to the recycler. You hear Uncle Tonen sob over the hum of the particle disintegrators beginning their work. As a community we remember Tammy. As a community we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us. ceremony is adjourned. A few people stay back to console Uncle Tonen as he keeps vigil over the recycler. Tel and Uncle Tonen hold each other and weep openly. Your mum stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of Geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of bone soil from Earth. That accompanies you out of the recycling room. He clears his throat. I want to. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay. He says, clasping his warm hands on your shoulders. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone's going to understand. Yeah, we should probably be, not doing well. And for late Poland, feeling better. The prospect of just going back to school like everything is normal is just too much to handle. End up spending the whole month alternating between sleeping, scrolling the holonet, staring into space. It's restful, at least. Everyone gives you the time you need to process Timmy's death. Yeah. Yes. As we go into early dusk. Summer! Oh god, it's bright. Attention. Lucas. Brandon says, approaching you with purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Who, this? Yes, this. He says impatiently. We need to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and she trails off and looks at her feet. Well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother of late. Well, people are becoming worried. You have a feeling Tang is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him. I have heard it's his own business. I'll talk to him. He probably won't tell you, Ten says angrily. Mutant's apple. He swears. He won't even talk to me anymore. Besides, you may have to follow him. I would, but everyone else in the lab wouldn't know I was gone. No one cares where he goes during the day. Well, we'll see where he's at. Oh, Lord. Oh, I got a lot. Hey, Kel, how you doing? Kel is scratching a stick, listlessly in the dirt, seemingly uninterested in your presence until you get right in his face. Oh, hey, Lucas. He says, mustering up a hollow smile. Sorry, I didn't feel like playing today. Hey, you want this log? Writes it. Heat, he exclaims, taking your gift and preparing it, peering at it inquisitively. I don't know what to do with it, but I'll have it, thank you. Oh, lights it. Hey, Mouse. I'm bored. This is boring, Master Planes. Let me afford. All they told to be do his work, and they're not paying attention to me. Uh-huh. Bye-bye. Where's the devil good stick? Oh, we can't do anything in here either. You have not enough organization. You have to do some sports ball. You can do some sports ball. Let's do sports ball. Yeah. Let me meet you on the court. She bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. Sorry, I just had to drink. Just you remember to drink water, especially in the heat. Some people, I know one at least for sure right now in chat, are currently experiencing. It's been pretty hot here too, to be honest, especially during the week. So yeah, drink water. I dare you to. Or else. And Emily meets you on the court. She's bouncing from one leg to the other in excitement. Lord Calm is organizing the youth team, she tells you. Oh, hey. 31 Chelsea, that's what we had to. Calm, an enemy's older brother. A young security officer who coaches sports ball. All the kids love and look up to him. He's 15. He looks older, but yeah, cool. Kombucha. Great name to have. Kombucha. Offers you a high five in greeting and poses a sports for you. Let's start with practice. Let's start with a practice game to see what you're good at. You know me, team captains. Pick your team. Will fill in to even upper teams, but he promises to go easy on the other side. Kelma Kombucha. Hey, Kelvin. Mind if I play goalie? Yes. Sports ball is fun, but I don't like to stall against the other team. And we choose Kombucha, of course. In my fits. It's choice. Ours. I'll play striker. Mars runs take position. Seems like she's in it for glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of it with the rest of the team. We face off. 3-2-1. Okay, also the arrows next to the challenge thing means it's a medium strength one. This is a different version of these. It's a challenge. We progress from one stage to the other. We open up more and more as per round this round goes on. Or we do this. Well, here we have an 11. What if we get a... that's just a 9. Nope. Nope. Or we can, of course, try... oh, it's a 10. Oh, you're right. I'm stupid. Of course it hasn't worked yet because... this is literally... need one more. I'd have 1, 2, and 3, or 0, 1, and 2. Like that. We need to reach 11. That's definitely doable. This certainly does it. Yay, victories. We lost 2 stress too because we didn't get anything from this. Cool. It's an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Score is tied on enemy and calm putting pressure on. Then blam! He scored a perfect match point with a red spike all the way from the net line. Played sports ball, not just an enemy coming in like just a giant ball of energy. Yeah, it's its name is its value, which is really not good once you get mostly cards of level 2 and up. But yep. Yay, you worked well. It's time for Veterinaria. Right, it is, what is it called again? It is Dust. Early Dust. Oh, sorry. The Cotton Council have called a festival to celebrate life here on planet Vetumna. Everyone gathers in the colony square to hear Governor Unicot's speech. Oh, lovely. You got an early game before you get to many trees and stuff. Yeah, there are some cards that change other things or situations where it won't have a value of 1, but if you want to use it, especially as a thing for a street, you know, for like 0, 1, 2, you know, it's not that useful pretty quickly. So it's really just for like up to age 12, and as soon as then you can get rid of it, honestly. But yeah, sometimes it's better than the 0 ones or things that are otherwise 0 and then they've leveled up. So yeah, there's some nice use cases, but a lot of times you just don't want it in your deck. Okay. In Earth's history... God, I make her sound even older than she is. In Earth's history, Unicott begins and then clears her throat and waits for everyone to quiet down. Ahem. In Earth's history, Vertumna was known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruit. No coincidence that our forebears of the Vertumna project chose to take on such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue this tradition of Vertumnalia, a midsummer festival to celebrate our Vertumna, this lush planet upon we have find ourselves today. Yawn, not clapping. We'll clap for now. Those of the council all gather up on stage in one at a time to give their own sports speeches. Unicott announces each one. We had this before. Seed, red, influence, Flulu. Yep. When it's your mother Flulu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown by Tumnian's soul. Your eyes go to the feast table. What a satisfy, it would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced up with some precious fruits and vegetables to be grown in a small growing base. This year, the earth plants look even less robust than usual, but they are supplemented by some Vertumnan plants you've come to appreciate. Juicy watado pods and slabs of edible fungi. He will take the stage after everyone of the council has said their piece. What is a festival without activities? She asked. Professor Hell and Security Chief Red have organized a free-part competition for all the kids. Good luck, children. What should it be? You can do butt wrestling, science fair. We can just watch or just say competitions are dumb. Yeah, screw his shit. Okay, we are more of a movie. I think we want to be more of a social still, but we don't have creativity. We have toughness, I guess. So we can do reasoning. Let's do. Let's do science fair, I guess. Let's see each of them, I guess. Proud. And it competes, and of course, entering this study of a ship's hydro recycling system. It was previously used to make urine drinkable, but she offers that it could now be turned to users. Despite how many times she says the word pee, it's still boring, and she puts a lot of effort into it. Your turn to donate. So judges are all very interested in what you are bringing to compete against Tangent. Yeah, we definitely picked up battle here. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's probably the most obvious one. Oh, might as well play this one while I have it. Yeah, it's got 10. The 3 ones. It's the best. We can get all the ones next to each other, but we also have 2 color combos. So we only need to rid of 22. Yeah. See, this one now has a use. You can't win this one. Which the game specifically tells you it's okay to lose, but also push through stress. But I don't want it because this is basically you can push through because if you really want to win, you can do it. But honestly, we tried our best, but we just didn't succeed. And there you go, defeated. But that's honestly pretty alright. Even lost one stress for it. Tangent wins. Oh, she likes me too. She accepts her prize with grace, having expected nothing less. The baking soda volcano was much less impressive than you imagined. It just kind of fizzes and you don't explain it very well. It's clear. Be clear your dad. It's pretty clear your dad helped. Because it's not good? Oh, what? That's the most obvious thing. Obviously, science fairs over here aren't anywhere, if we have any, aren't anywhere close to these things you see in like TV shows and movies, but it's the most perfect thing ever. Pretty clear your dad helped. Maybe jetzt dir. Yay, I feel better. After the festivities are over, everyone takes time off for a much needed break. Then the fierce heat of dust, a few days rest is exactly what you needed. Be refreshed. Yay. Time for mid-dust. Yippee. Oh, hey Cal. Looking for Cal in the garden when you nearly trip over someone else. One of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. Hey, it's lame, whipping a blindfold off their face and falling on the ground. It's Sivers, one of the enemy's brothers. Yes, you. What's almost done? Bell jots over and grabs Sivers in a friendly headlock, ruffling his messy red hair. Dude, we're so close. He stamps his feet and complains that he got in the way. It's not fair. It's not their fault, Clown says. I didn't know we were playing the game. He said, I'll teach them how to play. He turns to you as he leaves. Sorry, Lucas, he says sheepishly. I was teaching Sirius. Yeah, Sirius. A new game. He's more like an enemy than I thought. I feel competitive, you know. He stops to pick up a blindfold, brushing off dirt. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games other than sports ball, he says. No winners or losers, just wanna have fun with my friends. Aw. Well, what's up you hopefully? You wanna learn how to play? That sounds a total waste of time. Let me see the schedule. Yeah. Radical, he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. Okay, so first put on this blindfold. Okay. Blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. I'm gonna spin you around, and when I let go, you gotta listen to my instructions. We're gonna walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Kel's grin, but you can hear it in his voice as he spins you around and counts to 10. 1, 2, 3. First, Kel says, you gotta walk forward 10 steps. You follow Kel's instructions as best you can, only make things difficult for him. Make him work for it. I'll be nice. Take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. Rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches under your feet. Yeah, Kel says. Now turn to your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. And at right. Turn to the right and walk forward, counting out 15 steps. And you stop, Carl laughs. You can hear his footstep crunching behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. I'm 2 more steps away. Take 2 more steps until your outside hands land on the warm metal of the doors. Success. Awesome. Carl says, you can't help but smile, it's fun. I hit the button on the right and keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? Open the door and start to walk forward. The path slopes downward and your feet slip a little bit, even though you're moving as slowly as you can. Real dirt is nothing like the metal floors on the stratospheric. It's terrible rocky here, Cal says, and you feel uneasiness prickle up in the back of your arms. Going forward slowly. I trust him. I have empathy. Slowly creep down the slope at the center of the colony, somehow managing not to bump into anything. Cal cheers. Okay, now turn a little to your right and keep walking straight. We're so close. Carefully pick your way forward, stopping when you hear Mars' unmistakable voice ring across the courtyard. What are you nullheads doing? Telltale that you're playing a game. No. Is that a real game, Mars laughed. Looks like Luke is just wandering around with a scarf over her eyes. Aren't you a little old for this? We can't ignore because I have a baby. No! She's right. Embarrassment burns in your belly as you tear off a blindfold. Winking away the tears in the sudden brightness, and see Mars looking down her nose at you. Mars sneers, tossing her braids over her shoulder. I thought you were cooler, Lucas. Let me know when you're ready to play adult games. What do you even mean by that, lady? Oh, girl, little button kid. Not sure what she meant by that. True. I don't even know. Can't wait have Telstay, mind you. Sorry, Lucas, she says quietly. It's kind of a silly game. Yes, but we wants to do some weather juice from the cafeteria instead. You spend the afternoon brainstorming ideas for more games with no one as a loses. Nice. Like the approach though. What else can we do? I guess we go study. And just try to get a reasoning up. Or persuasion. No, persuasion honestly is a little low right now. It's possible to partner either with Tang or Mars for Blue Bloods this month. Every time we try to get one of them to be a partner, well, they stuck to each other like glue. I imagine they'd be friends, but everyone's right before your eyes. Let's try this one. Yay! Turn to late desk. What's possible? We've heard of nougat in practice. You make the mistake of an estate man. She wipes a pitch of you. Oh yeah, we have had to learn her, but she's just basically a speed demon. Kind of on crack, but it's a speed demon. Oh. Oh. Should be best. Yeah, there we go. Then into sorry. Wet season. Yeah, this is basically fall. At 10. And watching construction crew build scaffolding for a new engineering pavilion. Using mushwood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole as they get into place. Points towards them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before I landed, it was all just dirty jungle. Now civilization. I've been learning about adaptability in writing in biology class. Say it's what sets us apart from the animals. We don't need fur because we can make warm clothes, and it's so too hot we can make air conditioners instead. Yeah, totally. We can also sweat. Maybe animals have neat adaptations. At Wolf's eyes, and you. Maybe, but even if they do, yeah, I've seen any signs of intelligent life here. It's just those big dumb xenofauna. The worlds are smart and friendly. Kind of skeptical. They're still animals, Lucas. Maybe they're just pretending to be nice, so you'll feed them. You're lucky it didn't eat you with all the arms. Those moth look cute, but one can eat you through a bag. But one can eat through a bag of rice in less than 20 minutes. Even an herbivore can be dangerous here. Doesn't have to want to eat you to be able to hurt you. Remember you watch as the foreman puts the blueprints for the scaffolding onto the flowing screen of a pole palm and raises to a scaffolding to check their progress. I like to see an alien do that, Tang says primly. Grimly. Humans not defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Are you sure about that? I mean, I don't know, but are you sure about that? Words can literally bend reality to their will. Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. Damn, she's a little zesty today, isn't she? Puts one finger to her chin. I'm living proof of it. Humanity's greater than our biology, she says. All of us are really, with our genetic enhancements. We're next step in humanity's evolution from great ape to galactic super species. Hey, lady, calm down a little, but I get you. But still, calm down a little. Thank you. And biology for him. Okay. Hey, this. Tell this that Sister Tangent wants to know where he's been disappearing off to. His eyes flit briefly to yours. Then he stares vaguely off toward the engineering when my sister is reading on a holopom between classes. He doesn't say anything. He's worried about you. Where do you go, this? You better tell me or else. Just leave him alone. Show the slums in relief as you go. Yeah, he's not gonna tell me anyway, is he? Oh, he did. What else can we do? Let's go and study. Let's study on some life sciences. Good afternoon, class. My burgeoning biology. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologists and up-and-coming chemists. Jeez, what a sentence. The hell welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon, we'll learn about what I like to call the wet sciences. Just to holopalm. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. He gestures to his holoproject lessons plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. Nice. You'll learn a little bit of everything with opportunities for study in your favorite field. That sounds actually pretty good. For some biology, yippee! Probably like this. No, probably this makes more sense when you do this, yeah. But it went well this month. Nice. Oh, ever having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashing through walls, suddenly large, every part of it riddling and moving and searching for something. Tramples through a colony as you watch helplessly. Time shifts the wreckage of your home. You're looking through it, looking for something. Tears streaking down your dust-covered face as you lift heavy pieces of debris, searching. You kept shouting no, but your voice was drowned out by a deafening rumble in the skies outside. The bedroom window is covered in water, pouring down from the clouds. Yes, this must be vain, but you've experienced it before. The bright flash on outside, then another crack and rumble. Thunder. Must be a thunderstorm. Still early, the early hours of the morning. You've already almost forgotten your bad dream. You're too unsettled to go back to sleep yet. The rain beats down on the roof of your quarters right now and then with great. Sorry. But it's getting late here, I guess. Sorry. Rain beats down on the roof of your quarters. Join now and then great peals of thunder like the footsteps of an angry beast. Hide no covers, events for comfort. Go outside and play in the rain. Yeah. Surprisingly warm outside and the water feels nice in your head. Everything smells fresh and damp and wonderful, and the dusty baked ground has turned to scorchy mud between your toes. You don't go too far from your doors to your quarters, but it's exciting being outside in the dark, watching your many streaks of lightning out down the hills behind the colony. Lovely. And then we turn to Midwed. Let's work some. We'll get some work done. Have to shovel dirt. You see, it's absolutely impossible to get the dirt out from under your nails. You try and try, but it's almost like they're stained, gross. You don't want to think about what's under there. Have to shovel dirt. Like. Oh, let's just do it. It's a 13. There you go. Not the best choice, huh? I wonder. Or maybe could have done a street instead and was just gotten us more points, huh? Ah, well, I'll be fine. Yawning and might be a good time to call it a night. I am planning on ending this year and then calling it quits, to be honest, for today. But if everything goes right, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll thank you for reminding me. Yeah. The last normal month. Oh yeah. Let's study engineering. Yep. But we explore making electronic music and learn a lot about manipulating the frequency, pitch of a sound to make unusual and sometimes pleasant results. It's kind of amazing that music is just physics. Share creations of Holland to be able to download. It's nice to have something new to listen to. Oh, I believe that. Nice. Days been getting shorter. Days have been getting shorter, with only the yellow sun barely skimming the horizon. One morning you wake up in darkness, you have to check the holopalm to know what time it is. The holostream from Mars. Morning to all my pals. If you ever even call it morning, the name of glow season got like everything's crazy glowing out there in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be like a long, boring month. Yeah, hella dull, and no way it's out there. Look out the window. The wormhole is the biggest you've ever seen it. The massive fiery ring in the sky. Planet must be very close to it now. And out in the jungle, something new is taking place. Plants are flowering, glowing, iridescent blooms. Everything is full of life. Strange sounds, long hooting calls, and rattling roars. From Mara's message, it's a notice. After Mara's message is a notice from the council, wanting everyone to stay inside. Jamie Stan and the other surveyors have called back, and the gates closed. Have called back, and the gates closed for the night. Have been called back, and the gates closed for our message. There's attention to me here. Everyone is waiting for something. You right to glow. Oh, so cool! It's so cool. You're way too scared to go outside during the glow season. Besides that, gates are closed. Oh, this is starting off into wildness. Starting, starting off into wilderness outside the gates. It's different. Mumbled. I don't know, just different. He asked him what he means. He just shakes his head and stuff his hand in his pockets. Hmm. Lucas, stops you to walk by. Why you're not, what are you doing out of your quarters? It's safe out here. Going to school. He nods with grudging approval. Fair enough. Most of us did fair. Got it? don't know what's out there this time of year. My god, it's that whole what way and just how way should you hear about the stars? It is beautiful though. True, true, true. True, true, true. Yeah, sure, let's do some more hard learning. Yeah, sure, humanities. The subject of emergency in engineering that requires Hall's attention. So today's class will be taught by your ship's artificial intelligence congruence. Good morning, congruence ships. We are going to talk about the foundation of the Tumla Group and our decision to leave Earth. Very exciting topic, and we think you're finally ready to hear about. You're finally ready to hear about it. Let's begin. Boy, story time. You know how it started. Economic and environmental instability, coupled with deeply entrenched hatreds, had thrown the Earth into chaos. You know how it ended. In that chaos, the parents formed the Tumla Group, who planned to leave Earth. 20 years later, they and their starborn children, the wormhole, ended up here on the planet called Tumna. But there's so much you don't know. Well, it pulls up a whole projection of an unassuming human with a firm maternal gaze. This is Planktonic Ascendance Weinboffer Schmidt, he says, spiritual leader of the Tumna movement. We are what people call a speculative fiction writer. The Tumna project proved that the writing speculative was far from fiction. If I order? Yes. Someone tells you the best-selling novel, Life Beyond the Einstein-Rosen Bridge, told the story of a fictional utopia at the end of the side of a real anomaly, the edge of the solar system. Scientists had been investigating the wormhole for years, but it took a poet to imagine we could travel through it. Weinboffer Schmidt's writing centered around the idea of humanity building a technological utopia on another world. Translated to 100 languages, this was a compelling idea to people at the time. So fans started connecting in vert space. Very, very cool. Far from just a boat club, these people bonded over mutual aid amid the increasing unrest in their own countries. They are committing to Weinboffer Schmidt's idea of a future where everyone is treated equally without prejudice. But we realized it couldn't be done alone. Couldn't be done online. Congruence tells you. We were committed to social justice. The group saw the impossibility of forming a truly egalitarian society while also reckoning their own implicit biases in the diverse contexts of their real lives. They realized that this was the work of generations, and this solution must look to the future, as Weinboffer Schmidt did. They have enough of his time for a nap, or they got together. Bishop restored concrete building with a rooftop garden replaces Weinboffer Schmidt. On the edge of a classroom, a hollow projector gives the impression of a towering walls topped with razor wire. First, I really am going to die here. Probably that's why, yeah. Probably. The first Tumna colony, Conrad tells you, 400 people volunteered to sacrifice their own cultural beliefs to walk through these doors, agreeing to come up with a new way of life that would be taught to their children. Babies were conceived from alien sperm donors chosen by lottery and raised communally like you as the second generation of the Tumna group. Babies were your parents. It's some kind of code. So it's the DNA. So maybe it's the cultures. The projection now shows the compound under siege. As more colonies were founded, word stood out about the Tumna group's social experiments. Conrad continues. Simulationism was a very unpopular ideology at the time because it had been used to commit terrible genocides on Earth. This combined with panic that the Tumna group was destroying the family unit or raising an army of gene-tagged super soldiers totally under attack from all sides. But cultural assimilation is horrible. Yeah, here's what they don't understand. The image of a burning compound is replaced with the stratospheric on the launch pad. Suddenly, the next phase of the Tumna project was ready to launch. 100 colonists were selected to leave Earth on a colony ship to seed a far-flung corner of the universe of new human culture. He smiles. The ultimate goal of the Tumna group was your children. Generation raised completely unburdened by the troubles of planet Earth. Isn't that lovely? What do we build about the ship? What is Earth like when they left us? Nobody on Earth wasn't like us. So much information. Yeah. First, what is Earth like when we left? Terrible. Well, it shows you some dire demographics. Institutions that given people the illusions of safety were torn down, and wars were rampant, both resource-based and ideological. Large parts of Earth had been rendered uninhabitable by climate change, pollution, and nuclear war, especially the food-riddled growing regions of the world. On group weren't the only ones trying to escape Earth. As far as we know, we're the only success. How we built a ship? Orbital voyages were a hobby for the ultra-rich in the early century, though there were several relics to be found in museums, when supplies. The difficulty was not in acquiring a ship, but in making it spaceworthy and in the logistics of the launch itself. The group crowdsourced enough funding to purchase and repair the ship. London smiled. As for logistics, well, you're speaking to the solution right now. I was acquired by connected group members along with the gene tag that created you and your parents. So Spheric was the first manned vessel to navigate the wormhole of the edge of the solar system. Given the state Earth was in, it left, it may have been the last. Oh boy, so much information. Yeah, we have the Vitumna group. Oh boy. What the hell, your parents never mentioned this stuff before. They waited to tell you because they wanted you to grow up without feeling different because of your genetic makeup or family history. Hard to imagine having a different culture than your neighbors. You wonder what it's like. Everyone celebrating different holidays, eating different food, speaking different languages. How do you better without it? Like your original colonists believe. How to say, this decision was made for you long before you were born. All you can do is be honest, Lucas. Be the best Lucas. All you can do is be the best Lucas you can be. That's true. Let's study 7 bit after that. I certainly need a lot of info, that's for sure. This is also 13. If we put these together, that's 13. Yeah, it's much no difference in that. Oh boy, it's daytime when emergency sirens start up. Well, but pulses for day. It's still nearly pitch black except for an eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. Look toward the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. The alert blare. Oh boy, we're definitely in crisis from this. The alert blares out of every street in the colony. It's the same one you used for whole bridges and fires. Space, it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and put on the spacesuit. On the Tumnet means to go to an assembly point and wait for instructions. Closest assembly point is the children's crash, but for the opposite direction, you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire. Is the colony under attack? I didn't either hide in the crash or we can help fight. It's too bad. No, but heroic. We got some stress. Well, we messed up anyway and did some rebellion. Try best to be brave and fight back. First, you dodge some helpful grown-ups who point you back to the crash. You head outside to get your bearings. You can hear yelling up from the stairs to command, and the command promotion to the southeast at your opponents where your parents are waiting. Yeah, let's go to our parents. Parents are defending the greenhouses from a pack of knee-high creatures which seem to have eyes growing all over their bodies. The oily flesh rippled with their oily flesh ripples with a constant subtle motion as the individual eyes blink one at a time, incessantly. Can't tell which end is which of these horrible things. Alan standing nearby, wide-eyed, slowly picks up a shovel and moves beside you. Reluctantly holds the shovel in front of himself like a weapon. Easy, doggies, he whispers. We don't want to hurt you. Get out of it, both of you, run! The mother shouts, attracting Pat's attention. All except one animal which moves straight toward you, and Cal. Fight, analyze behavior, figure out what it wants. Let's figure out what it wants. Look into its too many eyes and see fear. This creature is scared of you. Cal's amazement. You crouch down and try to look less threatening. Use two eyes at random to look into, to communicate with. That reached out a hand, but creature is still trembling. Staring into its eyes made it even more frightened than before. Pounces. Fight yourself. Creature got hands. Hmm. Oh, it's definitely easy. Yay. Maybe not the best, but it's still good. You killed it. Nothing but its weight thrust deep to several of the creature's many eyes. The rest of the pack stampers off the moment it falls. Not killed anything before. The body of a creature that was so terrifying a minute ago now looked strangely small and harmless. All its eyes have closed for good. Cal crouches beside you in shock. What did you run, Lucas? Uh-oh, your mum looks furious when you put yourself in danger. She storms over and you think she's going to slap you. Suddenly she pulls you into her arms and hugs you. Keeps rocking you and saying, my baby, over and over. Pretty surreal, almost as weird as the dog things to me, with the eyes, to be honest. After 2 weeks of darkness, with the blue sun barely stimming the horizon, it begins to move higher in the sky and daytime returns. Council admits that they don't know how the gates were opened, but or how the creatures got in. Some of the attacked creatures were once thought to be docile. Ours were species nobody had seen before. It's like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Yep. And with that, back in early quiet. It is our birthday as we turn 11. Oh boy. With that, that's our first year done. I'm glad to be. This is probably a good point. Yeah, and with that, we're gonna end it off for today. I was really glad to have gotten this so far. This time, but yeah, I'm sure we get through the rest quicker. You know, once the game is start get going. But also try not to. Yeah, also try not to take too much time out of minor things. But anyway, yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. We'll be back tomorrow at the same time because I want to play this. And yeah, I will get through this quicker. So we'll do a special Sunday stream tomorrow. Can't wait, can't wait. Same time as usual. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed this so far. Yeah, let's just save and save. You just call Lucas. There you go. Hey, hope you all enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I know you love. I know you do. I showed you. I played it with you. If you remember, that was very nice. Anyway, yeah. Thank you for being here. Hope you can see you again tomorrow for more Teenage Exocolonist. And if you haven't yet, make sure to follow so you always know when I'm live. I also have a Discord. I'll also tell you when I'm live. Don't worry, I won't ping you to death. Also, I have a channel on YouTube. You can find the VODs of anything and other games I've played and so on and so forth. I'll upload them usually by the end of Sunday. When I get around to it, I'm trying to be better, I swear. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well. Hope you have a nice rest of your Saturday if it's still going on. And yeah, see you all tomorrow. I really am fun playing this with you. And yeah, it's been a while since I played this in general, but especially the first time ever is always different, as you saw. Yeah, I'll be glad to have you back for tomorrow. Yeah, let's get to normal again here. Thank you for being here. Let's find someone to raid or see who's even online right now. Let's see who we have. do we have? Right. Yeah, the certain friend of ours, Tao. They're back from streaming after a week of hiatus, and they always still love support. Always love the support. They're amazing. They're funny. They're playing Pete right now. Some of my friends of us. Let's see Cole. So yeah, go and say hi to Tao. Let's go and say hi to Tao. And our rate message can be I have one in mind. Let's find one. Yeah, because it's Tao. Of course, use your own emotes. Don't hey baby me. Here we go. amplants.hands. Okay. Hope you all have a nice time. Say hello to Tao. Be nice to them. And yes, you two more at the same time. Bye bye, everyone. Bye bye. Bye. I forgot about it.